The project started with 3 symbolic crosses. If you take 3 crosses and you connect them with cables and then you crank it, you have 2 spaces. If you imagine that that is the procession, the entry space, and you turn a corner and you have an incredible view. And you're walking up a deck, so you become removed from the reality around you. So it's a place of contemplation, of quiet. And that happens in the interaction between the site, the landscape, nature. So the chapel becomes a part of the site. It becomes part of the vegetation. It's literally molded by the landscape. So that little kink that takes you from the path, the public path, into the entrance space and then frames the view. So that is, in a way, with the timber, which is going to weather over time, is going to age naturally, is going to encourage nature to climbing vines, so it becomes almost dissolved into the landscape. I think we're all moved by those spaces of worship which offer a quiet space for contemplation, for reflection. So I think that's a universal need which is fulfilled by places of worship, whether they're very humble, very small, or whether they're grand. I thought it was a great initiative. I thought it was really very special. The idea that through Francesco, that this initiative of 10 chapels by 10 architects from around the world could come together, and I think it's a great celebration. I've always been passionate about public spaces. As a student, I studied them in parallel with architecture. For me, there's no distinction between whether it's big, small, whether it's a public space, whether it's an object, household object, whether it's a chapel, whatever the scale. It's about design and the idea that the quality of design can affect the quality of our lives. And I think we're seeing that here, this fusion between these beautiful gardens, this incredible initiative on the part of the Vatican, Francesco Dalco's, the way that he's brought it creatively together. I think it's a wonderful venture.